Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 2 with me, Kate Holden, also known as Kate the Mongoose, Darth Mongoose, Felicitas Artisan, whatever. So, we are in this mysterious facility. We've been brought back from the dead. We've got a cool black guy called Jacob has just joined our party.
Threat
and
detected.
We're being attacked by killer robots.
This is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Oh yeah, and we're trying to find that guy. Whoa. What? Jacob, where did you move my robot? Did you kill it? Well done.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned. Oh god. They found me. Help.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry. They're out of control.
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh god.
Okay, we're coming, jeez. Keep your hair on. Haha, it's a funny joke because he doesn't have a lot of hair.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Okay. So this Miranda person...
Shepard, down here!
Oh, hey.
Bastards got me in the leg!
Hey.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some metagel in the first aid station on the wall.
You
Hopefully
couldn't
there's enough to get him up and moving again.
crawl over to
Grab
that?
the metagel from the
Come
first
on.
aid station on the wall.
Okay, we've got Metagel. Now, you may notice that instead of healing by pressing F and using Unity to get my squad mates out of KO, Unity now just does everything. It's like a catch-all ability, which I think is much better from a gameplay perspective. It's much neater. There we go.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
He's a very buff scientist.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Those glowing scarf
Right, Shepard.
cool looking.
We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
Subduing.
We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. Overload is one of the most useful abilities in this game. We'll talk about it later, but yeah, for now we're just going to use it on the canisters. Boom.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Cerberus? They're the guys who killed Admiral Kahoku/Kohaku, which the game couldn't decide on what he was called. And they were keeping Rachni, and they were doing all sorts of evil shit.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it.
They were
The Alliance
keeping
declared you
Rachni.
dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Illusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Illusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
But we're not working for Cerberus. They're evil and they killed Admiral Kohaku/Kahoku.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts.
Okay, well,
We're almost at the
Cerberus are
shuttle.
bad, we know that for sure, but Jacob as a person seems like a good guy, so what do we believe? Okay, this is hacking. This is our other minigame. I like this much more than the other one. In fact, I quite enjoy the hacking minigame. I think it's rather fun. You have to find the bits of code that match. Like, it's a visual matching game. Doesn't require any kind of knowledge of computers at all. I wish computer coding was that simple. Just match the colours. And yeah, you get credits from things or stuff like that. I quite enjoy the hacking minigame. Okay.
You've been spotted.
Firing.
I love how they kind of do that. That's really cool.
Testing system.
Got him!
Nice. You used overload on them. Cover is much more important in this game than it was in Mass Effect 1, where we only used cover early on in the game, and by the end we were just kind of running and gunning. Let's see. Hi guys. How do you like singularities? Personally, I'm a fan. I should my box.
Have engaged.
Okay.
Have a nice trip.
Rerouting power.
You're done!
The characters are very chatty in combat in this one. They actually toned it down a bit in Mass Effect 3 because they never shut up.
Stun!
It's quite cool. I personally quite like how much the characters
Come on
talk
over!
when they're in combat in this one, and they say some very funny stuff as well. Oh, we've got a data pad to hack. Mass Effect 3 also has the problem that the music's often a bit loud, so you can't hear all the hilarious stuff they're saying in combat. What's that one? There we go. Right.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Oh, and there's a wall. Oh god, I am bad at bypassing. If I fail any mini-games in this, it will be bypass ones. Fortunately, we have tons of money from starting the game as we did, from a saved game. Come here. No! Shit. Got it. If you take too long, you get less money from the safes. That's all you really need to worry about. Just, yeah, a bit less money. But money's quite useful. Alright, here we go. So, just have to go through this door and maybe we'll get out of here.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the...
Hey, Miranda.
But you were...
Oh.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Whoa, what?
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the Illusive Man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Yes, we always want to ask everything.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The Illusive Man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun. As usual, I'm drinking tea while I play this Let's Play. Today, my beverage of choice is, mint and spices tea. It's quite
You're the
nice.
Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the Illusive Man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Well, I guess we'd better go.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Guess we'll find out what's going on.
Before you meet with the Illusive Man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The Illusive Man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
I feel okay.
This is a waste of time. I feel as good as ever.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when enslavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted, and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived.
Well, no.
Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost.
Never mind.
Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Because he's not as interesting as Ashley Williams.
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
Shepard, think back to the Citadel, after the Alliance saved the Destiny Ascension and you killed Saren. What happened next?
We put Councillor Udina in charge of looking after the Council. As I mentioned at the end of my Mass Effect 1 Let's Play, they ask you this question because this decision actually comes after your final save game, so it needs to ask you this because it's not actually in your save data.
Humanity was offered a spot on the Council. I recommended Ambassador Udina for the position.
Yes, Ambassador Udina is now Councillor Udina. He's done an admirable job of representing humanity's interests.
Not sure he's done enough for humanity, but I guess that's politics for you.
Your memory seems solid. There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the Illusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Cool looking station. Okay, so here we are. We're on a cool looking
The Illusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Okay, Illusive Man's waiting for us.
The Illusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Nothing to say, guys? Come on.
I wouldn't keep the Illusive Man
Oh,
waiting.
fine. I'll keep the Illusive Man waiting as much as I want. I'm gonna check out this armour terminal. So welcome to the armour changing thing. We can alter our armour's appearance, which personally I love doing. So at the moment we have unlocked our these bits for I have the DLC bits already unlocked at the start of the game. I'm not going to put this on just yet because we're about to have a conversation in our armour and I'll look silly, but N7 chest plate. The N7 stuff kind of gives you just some small general increases. Weapon damage, shield strength, but this 3% isn't a lot of power damage. Yeah, we'll go with this one because it's cool and glowy looking. Weapon damage by 3%, or we can have shields and melee damage. No, I kind of like the originals, we'll keep those. Increase health, or we can get weapon damage, shields. They all increase melee damage. I'm not really that bothered about melee damage, it's kind of pointless. I'm just going to keep the classic with the cool stripe down the arm. Shield strength by 3%, or shields by 8%. Weapon capacity, well, I might as well go with that for now. Right, and we can change the material, which changes how shiny or matte the finish on our armour is, which is quite a nice touch. Nice shiny, or we can go like a more matte finish kind of thing. And we can change the colour. Whoa, it makes us look like a stormtrooper. Let's see. What colours shall we wear to talk to this Illusive Man? I'll just keep it standard grey for now, and we'll change the colours around when we get back out of this conversation. And in fact, yeah, I've got an idea. We'll talk to the Illusive Man first.
Commander Shepard.
Illusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Stop being buddy-buddy with me.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier, and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Okay, and we've leveled up. Got some experience. And off we go. So, first things first, let's check our squad to see what we've got. 2 points, that's a really awkward amount of points. I'm going to put it into energy drain. Energy drain allows me to divert power from synthetic enemies such as mechs and if we came across them, things like Reapers, like Husks, or Geth, and it uses it to replenish my shields. Or, if an opponent has shields, I can draw energy from those as well. This is incredibly useful because it allows me to get rid of shields, something which really gets in the way for a character who isn't... well, a character who's a biotic, like an adept, has no shield removing abilities, and shields prevent you from using biotic abilities on enemies in this game. So, right. This first time, I'm going to change my armor's appearance, but if you guys have suggestions for colour schemes for future episodes, why not drop them in the comments, and I'll come up with cool outfits for the character to wear based on the suggestions that people make. So for now, I'm going to go with this cool blue one, maybe. That's quite cool looking. Or in some cases I may design my armour to look in a way which kind of references stuff that's going to happen in a mission. Actually, yeah, let's just go for... we can have stripes, or we can have this camo pattern. If I put on the camo pattern and make it brown, it'll be referencing the colours that we were wearing in the final mission of... yeah, it's kind of a bit like our armour, how it looked at the end of Mass Effect 1. So I'll go with that, because I'm feeling nostalgic. And we can also change our casual appearance. That's a silly looking outfit. In fact, we don't trust Cerberus yet. We're just gonna wear, like, these clothes to show our contempt for Cerberus. So, next time we're going to go off to Freedom's Progress, so I hope you will join us then for more Let's Play Mass Effect 2. See you next time.